Hello and welcome to Simply Solve's Video Resource Library. In this session, we're going to talk about the use of parent-child relationships and our ability to structure our assets. So let's open up the LiAM client and click on the Asset tab. Then click on Asset List. We set up our sample data based on an airport that has towers. Within those towers and buildings, we have control rooms. Within those control rooms, we have consoles that have chassis, which have cards. Now, the way we've structured that is we've referred to the airport itself as the very top structure or the very top parent in the list of assets. What that means is that if I were to change the status, the location, the program, the custodian, the user, or the owner of that asset, all of the children below it would change as well. So we're going to go ahead and select this top asset and we're going to change its status to test. And I'm going to select Update. Now when the update completes, we'll go back to the asset list and we're going to see that every asset that has an LO1 beginning in its structure was changed to test. This is very powerful, especially if you're a manufacturing company and you are building higher level assemblies and it gets time to where you want to move that entire assembly that has many parts within it. It could be test sets, it could be racks, it could be shelters. All of these assets are part of that parent and you want to move it from one room to another to do testing. You could simply move the parent. All the children will update as well. This is much more efficient than updating 55 individual records to let someone know that that asset has moved. All right, I'm going to go back and put this back to in use. Then what I want to do is show you how to replace, let's say, a failed module in one of the chassis. So if I go back to Asset List and I look at one of my chassis, I'm going to see a chassis right here. And that chassis has children. If you see all these values, tell you that these cards are part of this parent asset. So I'm going to say that one of these Channel Pro cards failed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to this card and I'm going to clear out its structure. I'm going to put it into my paste buffer first. I'm going to do a Control C and then I'm going to delete the value and update the record. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find an asset to replace it with. So I'm going to go down my list to look for a comparable part and I'm going to find it right here. And I'm going to go ahead and take this card now and I'm going to paste. I'm going to do a Control V and paste the structure into the structure field. And then I'm going to hit Update. Now if I look at my asset list, I'm going to see that I removed the structure from this asset and I added the structure to this asset. So if I pull up the parent and I click on the structure label, I will see that asset 20 has been removed and asset 21 has been added in its place. Now if I were to make any changes to the parent, then the associated child assets would update. So in this case, I'm going to move all the assets that are in this chassis. I'm going to move them to a new location. Now when I go into my asset list and I check this asset here, I'm going to see that they have all updated to the new location. If I go back and pull up the structure list here, I will see that they are all in that updated location. So structuring is very powerful. It allows you to maintain an order to your assets if you are using a parent-child environment. If you have shelters with racks and chassis and you want to move them or reassign them all at once, consider setting up structures. Now, this concludes the module on structuring the use of parent-child relationships. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at trackitwithliam.com. Go to our contact support page and let us know how we can help you.